Both all right, give that another try. Both monopolistic competitive firms and perfectly competitive firms maximize profits. A, by producing where marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost. B, by producing where marginal revenue equals average revenue. C, by producing where price equals average total cost. Or D, by producing where price equals average variable cost. In our junior tutor, it is written that the answer is A, by producing where marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost, and that is correct. This is because when marginal revenue, additional revenue due to the sale of one more unit of output, is more than marginal cost, which is the additional cost due to one more unit of output produced, it pays to the firm to increase production, and when marginal revenue is less than marginal cost, the total profits start to decline. As a result, it is only when marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost that a firm has maximized its profits in both monopolistic competitive firms and perfectly competitive firms. So one more time, when marginal revenue, or more broadly, the marginal benefit outweighs the marginal cost, it makes sense to make more of something because you're going to get a net benefit from it. Similarly, when the marginal cost is greater than the marginal revenue or the marginal benefit, it makes sense to make less of that thing because every additional unit you're making is costing you more than you're gaining from it. So there's a couple things that both perfectly competitive firms and monopolistic firms, perfectly competitive and monopolistically competitive firms have in common. They are both price takers, as we just saw. They both set marginal revenue equal to marginal cost. In both cases, there is free entry and exit. In other words, there are no barriers to entry. Free entry and exit. There's several more that should be coming to me. Many buyers and sellers in both. So if you think of monopoly, there's only one seller. Duopoly, there's only two, etc. In this case, there are many buyers and sellers. Several more I want to highlight. Let me just look at my old notes real quick. What am I missing? Firms, range and exit. That's it. Both have perfect information. So what this means, or maybe I should say an example of this, is like when you call an Uber, that Uber driver can see your star rating. So he knows what he's going to get, and you can see their star rating, so you know how reliable they are as a driver. But there are also some differences. There are some differences. First, actually I shouldn't start it like that. So perfect competition competition has homogeneous products. That means all products are the same. So the example I keep coming back to, for whatever reason, is mushrooms at the grocery store. All mushrooms are like, really, if one brand is selling mushrooms for like $5 and another brand is selling the same amount of mushrooms for $2, you're just going to go with the $2 bunch. You're not expecting some big change in quality from mushrooms. And on the other hand, monopolistic competition has differentiated products. So the best example of a monopolistically competitive market is the food market. So, for example, if you're in the mood, normally I say for a burger, I'll do it with pizza this time. If you're in the mood for a slice of pizza, you can go get a slice of pizza from like, I don't know, Domino's or something, not pay that much for it and eat some crappy pizza. Or maybe you're in the mood for some like really nice pizza and you go to a sit-down restaurant that makes authentic Neapolitan pizza and pay a whole lot more for it. That's differentiated products. This is kind of what sets perfect competition apart from monopolistic competition. Monopolistic competition has these differentiated products, whereas perfect competition, they all sell the same thing. Also, I just realized, sorry, only perfect competition is price takers. For monopolistic competition, I guess I'll write that down here. Monopolistic competition has some degree of influence. So for example, both of those pizza places are selling pizza, but the authentic Neapolitan place can get away with selling their pizza at a bit of a higher price because they're a differentiated product. They're selling a much better pizza. And lastly, we've got heavy advertising for monopolistic competition. So if you're, I don't know, just selling mushrooms that are the same as all of your competitors' mushrooms, there's not really much need to advertise. People are going to buy mushrooms. They're a pretty common cuisine in Canada, with your advertising or not. But when you've got a differentiated product from your competitors, it makes sense to advertise to try to draw people in to eat your pizza as opposed to a different firm's pizza. Cool. That's question 5. I think there's only 6 or 7.